Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it.
Now, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold. To be expected, I guess, for December football at Soldier Field. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Ready, set.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker.
I really don't think you can fault the decision-making here because your offensive quarterback, they really had a big week last week, and you're ready for them to go again here. Not the anticipated result, of course, but you definitely understand why they did what they did. That quarterback's been hot. You want to keep the ball in his hands and see if he can keep the magic going.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Fields. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Fields. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8.
The ball on the 8. Still can get a first down technically. 2nd and 7.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
It certainly did. And I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Right, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man, complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Jalen Hurts, not a terribly big fella at 6'1", but his arm's got plenty of life to it. And that was a thing of beauty there.
Well, one way or the other, you knew they'd have to push the ball downfield on 3rd and long.
Touchdown, Eagles! Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did,
The open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Fields. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down. The Bears had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is brought in at the 21. That'll go as a 42-yard punt. They'll be aided by a loss of yardage on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
The football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
first down. Hurts. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slam.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 14 yards through the air, caught the DR guard on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the 50, here's Fields.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll go with the option, coming right. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Back to throw, Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Santos' kick is up and through, and they will cut the lead back down to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for him and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down three, especially in the first half, but you got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather him kick one-pointers instead of three-pointers.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Here we go. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 19 An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run the option left. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blink.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. A quick throw here out to Brown. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guy.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. Now flags come in here. Look like one of the Eagles might have moved. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Throwing is Hurts. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. From the gun, it's Hurts. Towards the end zone for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, 42 yards. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked to his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Second down at 7. To throw is Fields. Left side, got Jones. Finding room at midfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down at the 25-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 43 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2. From the 17, Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
Fields now to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. No, Fields is off, and on comes Cairo Santos for the Chicago field goal.
They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So that's 3 field goals for him now, but heck, he's not even halfway to his career best of 7.
Seems like the 7 field goal games are the kind of games I always get assigned to at my other job. Let's hope for this offense's sake they can start cashing in on a few of these drives.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields it in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Fields. Looking downfield for Jones. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Velus Jones, as the first half is winding down, and the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Going deep here for Watkins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando. We check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Ebner going to elect to bring this out of the end zone here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Fields going to get this to Montgomery, and he's going to get this down near the 25.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going deep for Brown. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
First play of the drive there is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step toward forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9.
69 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery.
And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Definitely not how you want to start things on 1st down, and you don't want to panic. A field goal could get you closer, but you have to think to yourself, we even get another shot. At this point, to me, the thinking has to be touchdown or bust.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Fields trying to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A 3rd quarter now, a 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Can't have a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards there and an Eagle 1st down. Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over at their own 41. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had 1st-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
That was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Now it's Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd and 12, Fields. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And my goodness, another interception. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some space here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And some room to maneuver. And all the way to the opposite 45. 54 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. And this defense, Charles, bottom half of the league against the run. That's not going to help their average.
Not at all. And when you're getting ready to play against them, in your scouting report, you're actually counting on a certain number of big-time runs against them. They've given them up all year.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Throwing on 2nd down, Fields. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd down, back to Sanders.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that. He figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 97 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Herbert. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here's Fields.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. This third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Out of the gun, Fields. Locates Mooney on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Montgomery back to the ground. James Bradbury there to make the tackle.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Fields. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Santos' kick is up and through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And some room to run now. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27. He's back to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Back to throw. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker, and the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
I have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. Room here to run. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. And they will take a knee here. They put up their goal at the beginning of the season, and that was to win 7 games, and now they've accomplished that mission.
And congratulations to them for achieving their goal. They have to finish the season strong, but you got to think that going forward for next year, they're going to jump that number up a little bit higher.